The Dempster Highway, the craziest highway in Canada. Bring her on.
We can take it outside, use a bit of sunlight, see a little wildlife. We can take it outside. The world is our playground, we can play around with a childlike wonder.
All right, good morning. We got all cleaned up from the hike, and we are on the Dempster Highway, and we are driving to the Arctic Circle, baby.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So we're going through right now. We're still in the mountainous area in Tombstone Park here, and then apparently it changes to tundra, and we're ripping the tundra. So I'm pretty excited. You know, maybe we'll get all the way to the Northwest Territories border. I'm not sure. Maybe we won't even get there if something happens or the road conditions are bad, but we're gonna try, you know, when in Rome. So pretty excited for today. So we're now at the highest point of the Dempster. It's kilometer 80, 82. Beautiful lake beside us, rolling hills. We're in the Blackstone Mountains here, and this is the Norfolk Pass. So it's the highest point in the Dempster where we are right now. So now we're going back down. It's just gorgeous. Honestly, it's like we're going for a hike in the car.
Our right is Angel Cone Peak, Sheep Mountain. Nice and rainy, wouldn't expect anything less. So we are in the Blackstone Uplands, which has a lot of short shrubbery, just because in the winter they can't support high trees, so they had to adapt, and now they only can have really short shrubs and grass here. So it pretty much is just like, looks like a flat rolling field.
Yeah, rolling hills. It's cool.
Very cool.
It's changed. We're in like sharp mountains, and now we're in kind of rolling hills already within kilometers. It's already changing. The colors are neat too, the yellows and the greens.
Woo. You can kind of see the mountains in the distance. Let's look pond. So we're driving along the Blackstone River.
Whoa, big old moosey moose. Look at him running, it's so majestic.
Wow.
Oh,
I thought they were only supposed to be
God.
by the river. Maybe he's headed there now.
He looks so cool when it runs.
It looks like a horse.
Wow.
Good eye.
So we're driving past Chapman Lake shortly after our moose sighting. That pumped me up. This is actually the largest lake on the Dempster Highway.
Good view of Chapman Lake.
So now we're out of Tombstone National Park, and we're actually driving along an airstrip. So it's kind of cool. It's so rugged. You can just see the where the airplanes land. There's a couple planes parked just over there. That is a rugged airstrip. I'm gonna have to ask my buddy Scotty D about you know, the kind of tires those planes have to take off on that stuff. But so we're coming up on the Ogilvie mountain range here, and it's all gray from erosion, limestone erosion. And then there's the bit of green is the lichen, and the trees are growing off the lichen. But that cool gray color is the erosion, the limestone, which has caused that, and it gives them a pretty cool look. Past the 132 kilometer mark, the Taiga mountain range, and what's interesting about it is the south-facing sides that face the sun have like trees and vegetation, but the north-facing sides are all rock because they're not getting enough sunlight for the vegetation to grow on the brush there. So it's pretty cool how one side has vegetation and one side is just butt naked. We're headed up towards the Windy Pass, and it's interesting now because this is like where we're starting to notice like the vegetation starting to absolutely disappear. So like everything's getting, where the heck is the road here? Everything is getting kind of more rocky. The vegetation is like ceasing to exist. There's this river here. Definitely won't want to eat anything out of this. It's highly mineralized, so all the rocks are red and the water's red. Pretty crazy. Another crazy thing is the back of the truck is already just freaking soiled with mud. That's awesome. It also reeks of sulfur out here. Definitely not a river you'd want to swim in, and apparently it's so acidic you didn't want to drink anything out of it either. We're gonna get back in the car so we're not parked on the side of this turn here.
I don't think you can make it up, but there's a really red patch on that hill. Yeah, I don't think you can see that.
It's so hard to see, like we can see it.
And it's due to iron oxide in the rocks. I don't think
It's pretty cool. Oh, so yeah, so right in front of us, we just passed the Engineer Creek campground sign, and this is Sapper Hill. So these are some pretty cool cliffs along here.
over the Ogilvy River. Oh, can't know if you can see that. Oh, this is the maintenance camp. Supposedly, Ogilvy is one of the coldest places in the Yukon with a year-round average temperature of -10, and it usually in January can get up to -42. It's pretty cold. Hopefully it won't be -10 for us tonight. You can start to see the fall colors, the yellow trees sticking out.
Gorgeous.
As even though it's August, fall has started here in the Yukon.
Those towers and spikes of rock are called tors. You know how they're formed there, Laura?
Yeah, so they're formed by water, goes inside of the rocks and then freezes, and then it expands, and then eventually they break and parts of the weaker rock will fall, and then you're left with the stronger, larger portions at the top.
They look pretty cool on the left here out my window. We just passed Elephant Rock, which is at the 220 kilometer mark. So if you have a pair of binoculars, you can see this rock. It kind of looks like an elephant with a tusk. And relevance of that, just kind of fun, but elephants used to roam around the Yukon here about 6,000, 8,000 years ago when the woolly mammoths were here too. So it's crazy to think that elephants were messing about out here. So this is the last mountain in the Ogilvy Range, last Dolomite cliff face, and now I think everything from here on in is about kilometer 225. I think it's gonna kind of flatten out now, probably until we hit the Northwest Territories. So that was much more mountainous up to here than I was expecting. I was expecting like way more flat areas. So this is pretty cool that we got to drive through the mountains like that. Now it might just be a bit more hilly. So it's storming, and we're going up the 7 Mile Hill. Holy cow! The 7 Mile Hill crosses the Continental Divide. I might stick this in the 4 high right now. Crosses the Continental Divide, and it's a 300-meter incline. This is where the lady said today the road was getting really bad. This seems okay to me. Just a little bit of water.
A little bit of sunny over there, but we know how it changes here. Woo!
It's coming down again. It's really coming down. The road's gotten a bit slippy, but still nothing too wild. It's just wet as wet. Couldn't make it any wetter.
No, happy we're not hiking.
Definitely happy we're not on our feet. Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, the road is getting pretty wet. Maybe it will clear up for us. We're just under a massive storm cloud right now, as you can probably see that.
Beautiful outhouses. But this is one of the best viewpoints, one of the best panoramic viewpoints of the Ogilvy Range, kind of up on the hill. I'm getting pretty soaked out here, but nice to see. Gorgeous. Maybe on the way back we'll have it a bit more clear, but I'm gonna get back in the car before I get too wet. Outhouse, hole punched in it. Great view of the range as well from the outhouse. So this is up there in cool outhouses, even though it's a crap one. Kind of deep here.
Oh my god, I'm a big shot. Yo, they cut that on camera. Woo. Oh, I should would be there. Spraying mud. I don't know if you can see through the rain, but we're passing a bunch of burned trees. It's not uncommon for forest fires to happen in this area because of the hot summer, and then after the fires it will cause all the lichen to burn, which is the caribou really rely on that for their food. I think now that the rain and the clouds are gone, you can kind of see more of the tundra. So the first closest to the road should be a spruce forest, and then as you get further away, the short trees make up the tundra.
So here again, you can see the spruce forest, and then off in the distance, over there, you can see all that tundra behind us. It's so cool. A little bit of forest, loads of tundra. We're starting to get a little more clear weather here, which is nice. What is this, kilometer 400? No, 368?
I think so, yeah.
About 368, we're arriving at Eagle Plains.
See what we got here.
Looks like there's a helicopter, there's a car wash. Why would you be washing your car
It's just gonna get
now?
dirty.
It just seems so dumb.
Gas.
There's some gas there. We're gonna get a little bite to eat is what we're gonna do. Dining room. Go see what kind of food we can.
Store public showers.
Yeah, we might have to have a shower tonight. That might feel good. She's a little bit dirty, that's for sure. It was getting muddy out there. Wow. This lodge is awesome. Moose on the walls. Sheep. Big old grizzle. Classic. Just a classic. Moose. Hey, buddy. Eagle Plains, we gassed up. It was a pretty funny restaurant with all the taxidermy all over the walls. We had a good old burger, and we're gonna hit the road, and we'll soon be at the Arctic Circle and then the Northwest Territories border, so I'm pretty pumped. Tundra's out in full force now, coming down this hill, just gorgeous. Now we're on the permafrost. You can tell because the road is built so high off the tundra. Like, look at the sides now. We're so high off the ground now. So we're actually on gravel that was built on the permafrost. So that's pretty cool. So beneath us, layer of permafrost, like this whole tundra is permafrost. And this highway is like elevated up with gravel about probably, I don't know, what is that, 15 feet?
Yeah.
About 15 feet high. So
Couple meters.
either side's a soft shoulder that you could flip off quite easily.
There's an emergency airstrip on the highway.
Right on.
It's very funny. I think we're gonna drive through it and
I was driving on it. Oh, I think they actually land literally.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no stop.
No stopping. So they land on the highway.
And
no stopping or parking. So if there's an emergency, planes come down
and they land on
and they land directly onto the highway.
So funny.
Oh my god. We are just about in the Arctic Circle. I can see the sign. So cool. Never did I think in my life I would drive to the Arctic Circle. These mountains, these big humps of hills, or grassy hills, are pretty monstrous. Kind of make sure I stay a decent speed here. I'm getting a little excited. I don't think anything happens when you get to the Arctic Circle. I just think there's a sign and it's awesome, and you're in the Arctic Circle. So like, it's not going to be some like, wow, we're in the Arctic Circle. But I think these mountains are like getting towards into the Northwest Territories. So I think the next 40 kilometers of road or 60K to the Northwest Territories is supposed to be pretty cool.
Made it.
We have, I did the same thing, the mud in the lake. We have officially made it to the Arctic Circle. Feels like we're in the Arctic Circle. Yeah, this is awesome. So Northwest Territories, another 60K this way. We're gonna snap a couple photos here. Woo! So now we are so far north that the sun is out all day. On June 22nd, the sun doesn't even drop below the horizon all day. So it's so neat. This is amazing.
The only guy tarpless at the Arctic Circle. Of course.
In the Arctic Circle, baby. In the Arctic Circle. Gorgeous. These rolling green hills are gorgeous. Apparently this field's filled with thousands of caribou in the right months. Beautiful. We're in the Arctic Circle. We are in the top part of the Northern Hemisphere.
Craziness.
Can't even believe, I cannot beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat the Arctic Circle, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you cannot beat the Arctic Circle. But these mountains the mountains are coming back now. So we lost the mountains for a couple of 100 kilometers and now we're finding mountains again.
In like May and June, you'd see thousands of caribou on this field, but now
Really?
they have migrated it out. Now they go somewhere north, 300 kilometers northwest. They go to the Beaufort Sea coastline. So yeah, usually if it came back, it would be sea flooded with caribous.
Dads ever. Look at this lawn. Take notes. Perfect height.
In the rough.
But not in like an aggressive sense. Like the highway is getting like there's more shale. So the highway up to there's a big one. The highway up to Eagle Plains was like more like mud. And now it's all this gravel built on the permafrost. And now kind of after Eagle Plains here, we're getting onto like, it looks like kind of like shale type rock. So some sharper shit. And I think this is where people start to have more tire issues. So it's just a roll of the dice. And closer to the Northwest Territories, we're about 20 kilometers away and this is gorgeous. Towering mountains, the clouds are hugging them, and then just open tundra, the reds, the greens.
Awesome.
Gorgeous.
There's just the chair back. So we're going into a nice fog mist. Or maybe a cloud.
What's the definition of a fog
Okay, we're
mist?
going into a nice cloud.
We've made it. We've officially made it. We're at the Northwest Territories, and here we are. We can see absolutely nothing. We went right into a cloud. It's like 4 degrees. Too funny. There we go.
We made it.
Laura
New
let me drive into the Arctic Circle, and she let me drive to the Northwest Territories, so I'm pumped. Thanks, boss. Alrighty. Woo! So we've called it a day, and we're gonna sleep one night here at the Arctic Circle. This truck is dirtier than I've ever seen it. It is just caked on, so thick. And the best part's the back. It looks like I have black rims on my truck. They are not black, they're chrome. And the back is the funniest part. I'm gonna have to like wipe this off. Like it's like the thickest layer ever of mud to even just get in. I'm hoping not too much mud got inside the sleeping quarters. But this is too funny. It's gonna be a pretty gorgeous spot to sleep. I'll probably make some food here in a minute, and then we'll just kind of hang out. I think it was about 6.5 hours of driving today, so like moving time. So it's probably time to take a break. Not go any longer than that. Here it is. You saw it here. It's about 5 degrees, and we're cooking spicy KD in the Arctic Circle. Gorgeous. Laura's licking peanut butter off the peanut butter case. She's going in on some graham crackers and peanut butter, telling me she's not gonna eat the KD. I don't believe her for a second.
I said a couple bites.
She's a phony. She's gonna be eating my KD. Oh yeah. Just woke up. It's 7:30, and we slept at the Arctic Circle boundary here last night. As you can see, there's no view this morning. It is completely foggy, so we can't even see about 100 meters ahead of us. So that's great. We got the views yesterday. We're gonna hit the gas station back at Eagle Plains, make sure the tank's full, and then fire down the about 460 kilometers in the dirty Dempster Highway back to Dawson City. So it was a lot of fun driving yesterday. I'm sure it'll be fun again today. And yeah, we'll see what happens along the way. It's cold too. Last night was cold. Last night was like probably in the negatives. Like it was getting pretty chilly out here. You can see the amount of condensation on the truck. Like it was pretty chilly. So we're staying warm. Less sunshine today. It's all been fog, and the road is just about still as wet. So it's making it a different drive, I guess. Not nearly as beautiful. So hopefully this fog burns off. Right about kilometer 300 or so. So 300 more to go. Lots of time for this to clear up for us. Ah yes, the highway conditions, they're incredible today.
Woo!
Let's be ready.
So foggy, can't see shit. 800 kilometers later, and we're now back in the Tombstone Park. It's gorgeous, the sun's out, it's been in and out of rain. Been a long drive this morning. There's Moose Lake again. There's a little rainbow out there if you can see it. Not sure if you can see it. Car's dirty, super dirty, but it actually got cleaned off a bit today. It's looking a little fresher. No. Yeah, oh, It's like cake on.
it's just a cake. Look at that slime coming down, the slime line. Nice. Okay, well, we're gonna keep on chugging. We're getting close now. Tombstone is unbelievably gorgeous. Even just this drive is like you're doing like a whole hike while you're driving. All right, so if we look at the odometer here, I don't know if the GoPro can even fit in there. 11 hours and 50 minutes, oops, 858 kilometers, 116 liters of gas. So add an hour, 12 hours, 15 minutes, and about plus 72, because I didn't start filming that till the interpretive center. So that's about 925 kilometers and about 12 hours of driving. And we have officially driven from the Northwest Territories, and we are back at the start sign here in the Dempster Highway. The car is so muddy. I've never seen mud like this on my vehicle. Like, you can't even see the Ford sign. Look how thick this is. Look at this window. Look at this. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at this sludge here. Just sludge all over the vehicle. It's freaking hilarious. Like, even the side panels, the mud is like, is literally like 3 inches deep. So funny. It was a haywire drive, a lot of fun. Definitely not as bad as I was expecting. Everyone was talking about it. You're gonna get flats, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. Relatively well graded the whole time. We had no flat tires. Everything seems to be in decent order. The car did take a beating. The bumpiest part for us was the first and the last 80K, basically to Tombstone and back. That's where the most potholes were. But in terms of road conditions, up by the up when you kind of got near 7 Mile Hill, things got really muddy, and we're sliding around quite a bit. But like, other than that, there's nothing I'm not used to. Didn't even have to throw it in 4x4 too much. Oh, I left the window open all day. Isn't that smart? Anyways, it was killer. Thanks for coming along with us for our drive down to Dempster. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled we drove all the way. I still can't believe we drove basically from the West Coast, you know, and now we're all the way as far north as we could go with the COVID restrictions to the Northwest Territories. I'm freaking thrilled. That was awesome. So thanks for coming along. I'd recommend you doing that drive yourself anytime. That drive is beautiful. It's like you're going for an out and back hike. There's mountains everywhere. The terrain changes in so many different ways. It's just gorgeous. Like, the terrain's always changing. That was 12 hours of driving over 2 days, but like, it felt like nothing to me. Like, I was having so much fun driving the whole time. Recommend to anyone who's up here, if you got an SUV or you got a truck or anything that isn't a car, even though I saw some cars, shout out to them, they're crazy. If you got a truck, an SUV, you definitely gotta go for it. If you're up in the Yukon, at least go to the Northwest Territories, because it's beautiful, just past the Arctic Circle there. And yeah, I just can't say enough good things. We're back in the sunshine. It's 16 degrees now. I think it was like 4 or 3 degrees this morning in the Arctic Circle. We're gonna go mess around Dawson for the rest of the day, maybe find some gold, I don't know. But thanks for coming along. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you on our next adventure.